Hi guys, it's Katrin from 3Ps. I just wanted to have a chat about how you choose a personal trainer. I thought that probably the sort of person who'd be watching my YouTube channel either was looking to be a personal trainer, maybe was just a very keen fitness enthusiast and maybe worked with personal trainers, but was would value some comment from me about how you choose one. So that's what this video is about, how to choose a personal trainer. So I was thinking about this and what is the right marriage of you and a personal trainer, and I think there are a number of things you take into account. What I would say first of all is cost. To some extent I would put last. They're pretty much for muchness, particularly if you are going into a big commercial gym. They're about the same amount of money. One thing to bear in mind actually with a personal trainer is that if you are engaging one in a commercial gym, they take a very, very small proportion of that money. So be aware of that. You may think it looks like a big number, but most of that goes to the commercial gym. I have to say, as a trainer, that if you work for a private gym or your own gym, obviously that's when you start to see big results from the work you do with clients. But when you work for a commercial gym, in the main you're learning the business. So if you go and choose a trainer at a commercial gym, a lot of them are junior trainers. There will be part trained or fairly early on in their career. Anyway, so what do you have to look for in a personal trainer? Well, the first thing I would say is that you want to look for attitude. So you want to look for someone you admire, that you like. You would think it wouldn't make any difference. I do have a friend who has a personal trainer who apparently never said anything but bar grunting when they train together, and she quite likes that because she doesn't want to chat, she wants to get on with things. But generally speaking, I think most people want to at least get on with their personal trainer and feel that there's some meeting of minds. So you need to look for the right personality. If you're quite serious, maybe you'll want someone serious. If you want to joke around, maybe you want someone to joke around. What you don't want, obviously, is a trainer who treats it as a social interaction. It's not a social interaction. Our job is to get you to your fitness goals, whatever they may be. So that is something which is serious. I will tell you another story, which is that when I was first starting out as a trainer, there aren't a huge number of female personal trainers, and there certainly aren't any who are older. And so I was getting cold called by a lot of gyms because they'd heard that I was going through training, and I'm a bit like a zebra on a hillside. There aren't many of us. When you see one, you go, yes, I want that zebra. So that's basically what the gyms were doing, saying, I want that zebra, I want that female trainer. I went down to see one of these gyms, and what really struck me was that the trainers there treated it like it was a cross between a sort of social party day and a way to pick up women. Now that's fine if that's your attitude, but that's not the sort of trainer I want. I want a trainer who's dead set on my fitness and helping me develop myself to where I can get to, and preferably beyond where I can get to. I was, as you can imagine, completely put off by this gym, and I just thought, I have no respect here. What was also a real telltale for me was that none of the clients were put through any sort of fitness assessment. They filled a form in when they arrived at the gym, which it said things like, are you pregnant, have you got hypertension, but their blood pressures weren't taken. There was no real assessment of any health issues. And when I asked, where are the fitness assessments, I was told this was just done by form at the time that someone signed up for the gym. I just knew this wasn't the right place for me. So if you are just looking for a trainer who's going to flog you on the treadmill and then you're going to lift a few weights, then commercial gyms, those big gyms, might be the right place for you. If you're looking for something more tailored, you might be better off finding a trainer in a private gym or going on a recommendation for a private gym to get what you're looking for. So you're looking for a trainer with the right attitude, not treat it as a social whirl. He's there to help you. The next thing I would say about a personal trainer is decide what you want. Are you looking for general fitness? Are you looking for particular areas of specialism? So are you looking for someone who will be able to give you advice and do activities with you right across the piece? So CrossFit and TRX and weights and running and aerobics, whatever it is. Do you want a trainer with broad skills? There are lots of trainers like that, a bit like GPs. They can turn their hand to most things. When we go through our training, we are given quite a broad training, certainly in the UK. It can be quite weights and concentrated, but there is also, we cover a number of areas. I would say about trainers is, if you're looking for specific diet and nutrition advice, you're better off to go and see a nutritionist. Trainers have, in the UK, have a basic level of nutritional training, but my view is if you're going to pay, 80 pounds an hour for a trainer, you might as well pay the same amount to go and see a nutritionist if it's weight loss that you're after. So we're talking about specialism, and the fact that you can get a trainer to do general things. If you actually do want a specialism, then obviously pick a trainer in the right area. It's pointless to choose a trainer who looks like he's a long distance runner to teach you weights. Now, of course, all trainers can do weights, but if you want someone who really knows what they're doing, then pick someone who it's their passion too. It also becomes contagious. If they love weights, you love weights. You know, my specialism is weights. My passion is weights, and I met early on in my weightlifting career. I met a fantastic trainer who was a champion, and he absolutely convinced me how important it is to have a trainer who's a specialist, because he taught me so much and he brought me along so much, and he challenged me so much because he knew what I was capable of, because he understood the area that I wanted to train in. So find a trainer, I suggest, that really understands where you want to be specialist, because you'll move so much more quickly with them. I think that's really important. The next thing that you need to look for in your trainer, if you've looked at the issue of his general attitude to how you train, how seriously they take your health, the fact that they're specialist or not, you then have to look at how easy they are to book with and how organised they are. Because it's amazing how many trainers are disorganised. Particularly if you're trying to train around work, you need a trainer who's going to be there on time and isn't going to be flaky. So that's, again, probably word of mouth, or observing them with other clients, or simply asking the trainer outright, what proportion of his sessions is he on time for, how long do his sessions last, what is the timing of his sessions. Ask to see his session book. Some trainers work on paper, some trainers work on a tablet, but they should have some sort of session diary where you can see how they booked people in, so you can see how organised they are. Now, the next point linked to that is about organisation. If you're paying a trainer to make progress, I believe the trainer should be keeping records of you. So they should have records to show in your particular area that you want to train in how you go from week to week, and they should be able to review those with you at least once every 3 months. So they should be sitting down with you and saying, we set these goals for you, at the start of the first 3 months, or the second 3 months, or whichever period we're at. This is what the goals were, this is what we've performed at, this is what I think for the next 3 months. They should be quite structured with you. Trainers who just take you on and sort of, prop themselves up by the treadmill and chat to you while you're on the treadmill, that's not the sort of trainer I think that you would want to pay good money for. You can get that down at the local bar, but fine, that is your choice, obviously. But if you're taking fitness seriously, and I suspect that if you're watching this, you are going to be taking fitness seriously, then make sure you have a trainer who is quite structured. The last point I wanted to mention in relation to trainers, we've talked about the fact that their attitude's got to be right, that they've got to be there to be seeing that this is about training you, not having some sort of social club, that they need to be organised, they need to be a specialist, they need to be on time, is they need to have discretion. It's amazing how many trainers gossip, and I think that it's about overall attitude of a trainer. They are your confidant, they see you sometimes at your most vulnerable. You need to have a trainer you trust, that whatever you tell them will go no further. Now, there's no real way to test this. I think one thing you can test it with is to say, in relation to any, for example, if you do a fitness plan with your trainer, to ask your trainer where he keeps that, because that is a piece of sensitive information that should be kept somewhere secure. So it either should be, obviously if it's electronic, it should be passworded underneath his records, or if it's in hard copy, then it really should be under lock and key in a filing cabinet. So just ask him in passing, and if it sounds vague, you may want to prod a bit and find out what actually he does with your records, how safe are they? And if he shows that he has no knowledge or no understanding. Now, number one, as part of his training, he will have covered data security, so he's got no excuse. Number two, I should say, or she's got no excuse, but number two is indicative of an attitude, a lack of professionalism. So those are my sort of top list of the factors to take into account. Bear in mind that a personal trainer is not like a marriage. You're not, shackled to them for the rest of your life. And if you don't get on with a personal trainer, then it's fine to say that you want to try someone else. I know it can be difficult sometimes, and all trainers don't like losing clients. But at the end of the day, you're the client, and you have to decide whether that trainer is actually going to take you to where you want to get to. So I really hope that's helpful. If you like this video, then do post a like below. Also subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It would be great to have you. This channel is all about fitness, particularly around weights, but basic general fitness, exercise motivation, positivity. I've got some new videos coming in relation to nutrition because I've been working with a nutritionist. I've got a new series of books coming out which are called Eating Clean but Keep It Lean, so I think they're going to be really good. You can also reach us on Facebook. We are on www.facebook.com/3Ps Media, and you can also reach us on our website, which is www.3pspublishing.com. There are a couple of free book downloads on there if you want to see. So we've got an advanced free book in the Eating Clean but Keep It Lean series, which is about sweet desserts, which is pretty nice, things like chocolate frozen yogurt, so that's pretty good. And we've got also one about alcohol-free drinks. So if you go on the website, find those links, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks very much for watching. It's a privilege to have your time. Bye.